welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome! I've been a New York City bartender for over a decade and wanted to share some of my knowledge here on YouTube, as well as some original recipes, with some tips and tricks along the way. In anticipation for New Year's Eve, this video will be all things sparkling. Instead of using champagne or prosecco for these cocktails, I wanted to showcase some less known but fantastic sparkling wines. This sparkling Vouvray is fantastic for making your standard New Year's Eve cocktails. It has great acidity and adds some really beautiful honeyed flavor notes, also a rounder texture thanks to the Cremant de Bourgogne, which is the grape varietal used to make Vouvray. The first cocktail I will be making is simply called the Champagne Cocktail. It's super simple to make, with only 3 ingredients: sparkling wine, sugar, and aromatic bitters. I actually prefer to make this cocktail a bit differently. The classic recipe calls for a sugar cube that you douse in bitters and pour champagne over. The problem that I have with the sugar cube method is that the sugar doesn't evenly disperse throughout the cocktail and kind of just sits at the bottom, making the last few sips unbearably sweet. Instead, I like to first pour the sparkling wine until the glass is 3/4 full. Then add 1/3 ounce of simple syrup, followed by a couple dashes of Angostura bitters, then top it off with more sparkling wine. You can garnish with a lemon twist or just drop in a raspberry. And there you have it, the champagne cocktail. Simple enough to make, but really delicious and complex. The next drink I will be making is another great classic cocktail, perfect for an elegant New Year's Eve in. It requires a couple of ingredients and is one of my favorite cocktails. The French 75 was originally made with cognac, but as we know it today, it's made with gin, lemon, simple syrup, and sparkling wine, which is the way I will be making it today. The garnish for this drink is a lemon twist, which you can make simply by peeling off a strip of lemon rind with a vegetable peeler or paring knife. Just make sure you aren't taking off the white pith. To elevate your twists, just clean up the edges with a paring knife and cut diagonally on the ends of your twist for a ribbon-like effect. Next, I'm going to cut the lemon in half and juice it. You will need 1/2 ounce of lemon juice per drink. Usually, I would juice over a strainer, but I will be shaking and double straining this cocktail, so there's no need to add that extra step here. Now I'm going to start building the cocktail in my shaker tin. I'm going to first add 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, followed by 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and 1 ounce of gin, before adding the ice and giving it all a good shake. Before straining the cocktail into the glass, I'm first going to fill my flute halfway with sparkling wine. This is going to help ensure an equal distribution of ingredients throughout the drink. Now I can double strain the rest of the cocktail into the champagne flute. Then, top it all off with more sparkling wine. And lastly, expressing the oil from the lemon twist onto the lip of the champagne flute and placing on top of the drink. And here it is, the French 75. This last drink is one of my original recipes. It's a great low ABV cocktail that uses a less well-known red sparkling wine, Bougie Cerdone. It's made from the Gamay grape varietal that has a bright and fruity flavor profile. I use a homemade grapefruit cordial for this drink. I will link the video below when it's ready, but essentially it's made by adding sugar to grapefruit peels to create a syrup, then adding that to a grapefruit juice simple syrup. I'm going to add 3/4 ounce of the grapefruit cordial to my shaker tin, followed by 1 ounce of Lillet Blanc. Since this drink is going to be served over crushed ice, I'm going to prepare my crushed ice before shaking the cocktail. I thought it would be fun to use this retro ice crusher, but as you can see, it's really difficult to use, and there was just no way to do this elegantly. Whether I'm just too weak or my ice is too strong, it just kept getting stuck in the gears. Anyway, this is how it should look. Now I'm going to add my ice to the shaker tin and give it a good shake. Then add the crushed ice to fill the glass, and finally pour in the cocktail. I'm going to finish it off by adding a Bougie Cerdone float and garnishing with some fresh mint. I love the visual effect the crushed ice creates by separating the layers of the drink. The grapefruit cordial and Lillet add some floral notes that play against Bougie Cerdone's fruity flavor profile, and the mint adds a nice freshness and a pop of color. I hope you get a chance to try these cocktails, or some variation on them this New Year's Eve. And if not, just drink a bottle. It's been a tough year. Thanks for watching. See you all in the new year with some new drink recipes.